All right, layering. Honestly, it's one of those things that looks so easy when you see it on Pinterest or on the street, but the second you try it yourself, it can go either way. You either look super chic or you feel like you've just piled on random pieces. So today, I want to break it down. The simple steps that actually make it work, the little tricks that make outfits look intentional instead of messy, and just overall how to play with layers in a way that feels like you. This isn't about buying a whole new wardrobe. It's about working with what you've got, and then maybe adding a few clever pieces here and there. So let's get into it. The base layer is everything. Think of it like the foundation of your makeup. If it's too heavy, nothing blends right. If it's good, everything sits nicely. Same thing with clothes. For me, this usually means a white tee, a black turtleneck, a thin crew neck sweater, or a button-up shirt. These are the heroes. And you don't need many, even 2 or 3 good ones are enough. Here's the trick. Always go for fabrics that feel nice against your skin, because this is the layer that touches you the most. Cotton, silk, modal, those make a difference. And here's a little personal rule. If I wouldn't wear it on its own, I don't use it as a base. Because at some point you'll take off the other layers, and you don't want to be left with something you secretly hate. All right, this is where layering gets fun. A silky blouse under a chunky knit? Perfect. A ribbed turtleneck under a smooth blazer? Amazing. The contrast is what makes the outfit look interesting. Think about food for a second. A dish with just one texture is boring. But crunchy with creamy, hot with cold, that's what makes it exciting. Same with clothes. Pair rough wool with soft cotton, satin with denim, even leather with knit. If you're ever stuck, just ask yourself, does this outfit have more than one texture? If the answer is no, add one piece that flips the vibe. Most people forget the middle layer, but honestly, this is the game changer. The mid layer is what makes people stop and look twice. So, cardigans. You can go oversized for that slouchy, cozy look, or cropped if you want something sharper. Sweater vests are amazing too, especially over a t-shirt or even over a dress. And blazers. Blazers are literally the secret weapon of layering. They make everything look elevated without trying too hard. I'll give you an example. Plain white tee, jeans, sneakers. Basic, right? Add a blazer. Suddenly, it looks like a whole outfit. And then if you toss a coat over the blazer, now you've got a street-style look. Same pieces, but layered, and it changes everything. Your outer layer is the frame of the whole painting. The coat, the trench, the leather jacket, whatever you choose, it sets the vibe. A trench coat always makes things look polished, like you know exactly what you're doing. A leather jacket adds instant edge. A big, oversized wool coat makes it look effortless, like you just threw it on but still look cool. And honestly, you don't need a ton. 2 or 3 good outerwear pieces, one casual, one polished, one statement, and you're set. Because you can throw them over the same basics and it'll look different every time. This is my favorite part. The surprises. Maybe it's a lace cami peeking from under a sweater. Maybe it's patterned sleeves rolled out from under a blazer. Or a striped turtleneck under a plain knit. Even tiny things make a huge difference. Like cuffing your jeans so the socks show, or letting a bit of color pop out from under your coat. These little flashes of personality make the outfit yours. I love when people double up too, like 2 button-downs layered, with one collar peeking over the other. It's unexpected, but it works. Layering can literally change the mood of your outfit. Let's say I want preppy. I'll do a button-up, a sweater over the shoulders, maybe a blazer on top. If I want relaxed, it's a tee with an oversized cardigan, maybe a scarf tossed on. If I want edgy, I'll do layers of black, like a black turtleneck, a black blazer, and then a leather jacket. All one color, but different textures. That's the beauty of it. You can decide how you want to come across that day just by how you stack the pieces. Here's something I once read that stuck with me. Layering only looks good if you actually like each piece that's visible. So if your shirt's peeking out from under your sweater, make sure you like that shirt. If your cuff's showing, make sure you like the cuff. Because layering highlights the little things. It's also functional. I can walk into a cafe and take off my blazer but keep the knit, or go outside and throw a coat over it all. You're not stuck in one outfit all day. Layering gives you options. You don't need a mountain of clothes. Honestly, with like 20 to 30 good pieces, you can layer forever. A couple base tees and turtlenecks, a few cardigans and blazers, 2 coats, some jeans and trousers. That's all you need, then add 1 or 2 fun things. Maybe a colorful sweater or a textured vest, and you've got endless combos. Okay, so if you remember nothing else, remember this formula. Base layer simple, mid layer interesting, outer layer polished, 1 fun detail. That's it. That's the whole game. You know who does layering really well? Celebrities and influencers who basically live on street-style mood boards. Take Kendall Jenner. She has that really clean, minimal, off-duty model layering. She's not throwing on 10 different pieces. It's usually simple bases with sharp tailoring and a great coat. But the proportions are always on point. She'll balance an oversized piece with something fitted, and that's what makes it look polished but effortless. Then there's Bella Hadid. She's way more experimental. Bella will mix textures, eras, and shapes you wouldn't think go together, but that's her magic. She layers in a playful, almost chaotic way, and somehow it still feels intentional. She's proof that layering doesn't have to be safe to work. Hailey Bieber is on the opposite end of the spectrum. Her layering is really minimal, sleek, and modern. She keeps it neutral, keeps it sharp, but she knows how to throw on a jacket or blazer in a way that suddenly makes a simple outfit look high-end. It's layering as polish. And then there's Zoe Kravitz. She's more subtle with her layering, but always cool. Think minimal, slightly grungy, slightly effortless. It's the kind of layering that doesn't look styled at all, but that's exactly why it works. She's proof that less really can be more. On the influencer side, there are 2 I think about right away when it comes to layering. Matilda Djerf is queen of cozy Scandinavian chic. Her layering is all about softness. Knits over shirts, oversized coats, fluffy scarves. It's the kind of layering that makes you want to curl up in it, but it still looks incredibly stylish. She makes it look so easy, and honestly, that's what layering should be. And then there's Vanelli Melli. Her layering is maximalist, eclectic, and super playful. She's not afraid of color, bold shapes, or throwing unexpected things together. She layers like she's telling a story. Every piece adds a new twist. If you love the idea of layering but want it to feel fun and expressive, she's the perfect inspiration. While I show you some outfit ideas, let's just talk about what layering does for your style. The magic of layering is that it gives your outfit dimension. Instead of just one flat look, you've got depth and movement. Even if you're wearing basics, stacking them thoughtfully suddenly makes them look like a full, intentional outfit. And the coolest part is how much layering can shift your vibe. With just a few tweaks, you can go from cozy and casual to sharp and polished, or even bold and experimental. It's like choosing your mood for the day. What I also love is that it doesn't take a ton of clothes. 2 or 3 layers, a good base, a mid-layer that adds something interesting, and an outer layer that frames it all. And you're set. Then just one fun detail, whether it's texture, color, or proportion, and it feels complete. So as you're watching these outfits pop up, don't think of it as something you need to copy piece by piece. Think about the feeling. Notice the balance, the textures, the little details that make it work. That's how you'll be able to recreate the same effect with your own wardrobe. So yeah, that's layering. It's not about piling stuff on. It's about mixing textures, balancing shapes, and letting each piece do its job. Play around in your closet, try things you normally wouldn't, and I promise you'll find combos you love. At the end of the day, it's just about balance. Simple bases, interesting textures, one or two standout details. And once you start noticing how those little choices change the whole vibe, layering stops feeling complicated and starts feeling fun. I hope this gave you some new ideas, or at least made you want to dig into your closet and experiment a little. If you did get inspired, give this a like, and tell me in the comments which layering style you relate to most. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.